There are government jobs made specifically for students and recent graduates. For students, first go to USAJobs.gov and we're going to find these opportunities. Click search and scroll down the top filters to find the yellow icon next to students. Usually there are at least a couple of hundred positions available. Most of these positions here, they're internships. Some of them will even say student trainee. Usually to be eligible for these type of internships, you need to meet a few criteria. First, you have to be enrolled in an approved program, an accredited college. It cannot be a fake college. There's a link in the description below where you can check to make sure that your college is accredited. Second is you have at least completed 1 year of the degree program. And third, you have a good academic standing, no less than a 2.95 GPA. There could be other requirements. You have to read the job announcement. Sometimes they want you to do a service agreement where you're going to stay for X amount of years. So I know it's boring, I know it's long, but make sure you're reading the entire job announcement. If you're currently in a graduate program, you're probably looking at an internship around GS7, maybe sometimes GS9. If you're in a bachelor degree program, that could be GS5 or GS6. Now, when it comes to your resume, you need to make sure that you have all the experience put in there. A lot of students, they just rely on their education, their academics, which could work sometimes. But if you have volunteer experience, even if you have minimum wage experience, put the experience that you have gained while you were in university or even before then, put it down on your resume. And if you do not have any of that type of experience, I would encourage you while you're in school to volunteer. Even if it's unpaid experience, still experience. When it comes to internships, you have to understand that not all of these positions are paid. The first several positions we scroll through here, they're not paid, but then there's others that have $30,000, $40,000, or $50,000 a year. For some of these positions, the concentration on your degree, it doesn't matter. In other cases, it could make a big difference. So if you're trying to get a position as a dental assistant, obviously you're going to need to have an academic background when it comes to dentistry. Or if you're trying to get some sort of computer science position as an internship, you need to have that background. But if you're looking for an internship that's not really degree specific, then you can look at the 0303 and the 0399 job series. And that takes us to the question, should you even try to get one of these internships? And my opinion on that is, at a minimum, it would look good on your resume. It's additional experience that you have acquired. Now, best case scenario, you could be offered a permanent position, and that could be very beneficial as well. As far as the difficulty of actually attaining one of these internships, a lot of it's going to be geographic specific. So if you're in a specific area that does not have many opportunities, you might need to expand your search. Maybe make it nationwide so you can look at all the opportunities that are out there. Okay, so let's say you're not a student anymore. If you're not a student, if you graduated recently, and by recent I mean within the last 24 months, if you graduated within 2 years, you're eligible for the recent student pathway. We can go into USAJobs.gov here, and we can currently see that usually the recent student pathway, there's more opportunities than the student category. I have helped and witnessed dozens of people get into the federal government using this pathway. It's very strong and beneficial because a lot of people that do not have any type of hiring authorities, they go to school for 12 months and they get a certificate or they get an associate's degree, whatever degree. After that, then they can start applying for these type of opportunities. So this means that even if you're an older aged adult, say you're in your 40s or 50s, you can still do the 12-month certification program at your local university and use that to get into the government. And usually the older folks that consider the federal government, they do it not because of the salary, but they do it for the benefits. They realize as they get older that the benefits can sometimes mean a lot more than the salary. Whether you're trying to get an internship or you're trying to leverage that recent student graduate pathway, make sure on your resume towards the bottom at education, the education section, when you're listing your degree, go ahead and list relevant courses that support your experience for that job. So this could be if you're applying for a computer science internship, you have the courses of Computer Science 301 or Introduction to Python Programming. These positions can also have further academic requirements such as grade point average 2.95 or class standing, upper third of graduating class. Each federal agency and every job announcement is going to be a little bit different. But when you are applying, make sure that you're uploading your transcript. And it has to be the transcript that has the conferred date. It has to show the date that the degree or the certification was awarded. Now, most recent student graduate positions, they're only going to go up to maybe about GS 11, sometimes GS 12. If you're an attorney or a scientist, they could even go all the way up to GS 14. And surprisingly enough, there are 100% remote positions when it comes to internships and recent student graduate pathway. When using the recent student pathway, when you get the job, you will normally be put on a 1 or 2 year probation. And during this whole time, also, there will be courses that are fed to you. Like, you have to prove that you're self-developing into that role. And that benefits you as an employee, it also benefits the agency. One of the most common errors that I see when I review a recent student graduate or an internship resume is that it's in a private sector format. And there's some major differences when it comes to a federal resume and a private resume. If you want to know what some of those differences are, I want you to watch this video next. If you would like to see more videos like this, please click like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.